Of course, Trump himself is half a world away for his second sit-down with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, this time in Vietnam's capital. So it's already Wednesday in Hanoi, the first day of the two-day summit. The focus, as it was in Singapore last summer, is on North Korea's nuclear weapons, scrapping them in exchange for easing harsh U.S. sanctions. But with no hard demands on the table, it's really unclear how far they will get. Our Asia correspondent, Sasha Petrusik, is watching all of this closely from Beijing. So, Sasha, what is different this time?
Well, Adrian, first of all, these two men now know each other. They've established a personal relationship, which Donald Trump is putting a lot of faith into. They've exchanged what he calls love letters over the last few months. There is also a lot of pressure on them, though, to come up with something concrete, that it's not just a vague statement like last time. So when they get together for dinner tonight, their first big get-together, they will have to actually start talking about something that is concrete steps toward a solution. Otherwise, this will be dismissed as just another photo op.
Okay, so I think everyone accepts that there are some unknowns that will play out, but also that there might be some optimism, it seems, about another long-standing issue in the region, that's formally ending the war.
That's right. You know, it's been more than 60 years. You might think it's about time that the Korean War ended. There hasn't been actual conflict for quite some time. But that, too, is a very tricky question in this region. South Korea, in particular, is worried about this because if, in fact, the war is formally ended, a piece of paper is signed, and there's no more fighting across the border, no more hostility, then North Korea is expected to insist that the Americans pull out their troops and all of their other equipment from South Korea. Because after all, why do they need to be there if there's no war between the two countries? South Korea is worried about that, and that has actually split a lot of opinion in that country. So it's not as simple. In fact, nothing is quite as simple, and there aren't really any assurances that this meeting will come up with even a signature on a piece of paper ending a 60-year-old war.
Okay, let's see what happens. Sasha, thanks for this.
My pleasure, Adrian.